Hi everyone, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets, and today I'm reviewing the Soundpeats Air3 Pro. Now these won the Golden Award at the VGP Awards 2022. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at what you get in the box. I'm going to show you how the touch controls work, and then we're going to come back and talk about sound quality and also pick up on the fact that these won the VGP Awards, the Golden Award at the VGP 2022 Awards. Anyway, let's carry on. Box is quite straightforward. It says Qualcomm QCC 3046, hybrid noise cancellation, Qualcomm aptX adaptive, which is really good, the latest one. And there's a few other specs. It shows you here that you've got AAC as well as SBC. And it also says 6 hours from the earbuds themselves from battery, and up to 24 hours when you use the charging case, and obviously Bluetooth 5.2. But what else do you get in the box? Let's take a look. So you get the buds themselves, which we'll come back to. Oh, by the way, this is Soundpeats Panda. I don't know if you've seen this before. Quite funky little thing. Doesn't do anything, just a Panda. So in here you have, this is the user guide, and it shows you that how everything works. It's in English, German, France, Spanish, Italian, Chinese. Here you've got the diagram of all the different touch controls, so you can see quite clearly what you can do with them. Pretty much straightforward, from noise cancellation, play, pause, that sort of stuff. And actually here's a little, you can do things from volume up, down, next track, hang up, reject phone call, enter pairing mode, voice assistant, enter or exit the gaming mode, and then you can switch between active noise cancellation, transparency mode and standard mode. And the touch controls work very well, and the battery case has different color LEDs depending on what it's doing, charging or its capacity. Shows you here it's type C, and that's about it. So the only other little things you get in the box here, you get the two different size ear tips, so that's the small and the large. And finally, you get a USB-C to USB-A cable. I've got hundreds of those cables, so never really need to use the ones that are in the box. So if we take a look at the box itself, you can see USB-C here, the button there, and when you open up, there's the LED is here, and you can see that's green. And if we take one of these out, let's take both out. So if we take a look at one of these, you can see you've got the touch control with the Soundpeats logo. It is like a plastic. They're very light. It does actually have, believe it or not, it's a 12mm driver in here, as you can see. It also has 2 mics per earbud, and these are only 4.5 grams each. So really light and really actually impressive. And believe it or not, these have in-ear detection as well. So let's talk about the sound quality. And if you didn't know, these did win an award on the 2022 VGP Golden Award. And I'll tell you why when we cover the sound quality, mic quality and latency. So just before we talk about sound quality, I'm just going to stick these in the ears to show you what they look like, so you can see. And I actually find them pretty comfortable, to be honest. So if I put both in, so you can get an idea if you're... And there we go. And you do get an element of passive noise cancellation just by having these in your ears. So first of all, these are comfortable, which is really important. Second, in terms of call quality, as I mentioned, they do have all the latest tech in here. At, considering the retail price is £59, I'm sure there'll always be an offer. So I'll leave some links to some pages that might show up some offers. But honestly, these are incredible value, really surprising. So they have 2 mics each to help with the calls, and in terms of call quality, it's actually okay. I mean, they're not the best, don't get me wrong. I've got AirPods down there, and I don't know if you can see them, and the AirPods are AirPods Pro as well, are the class leaders when it comes to voice calls. But really, for the price they cost versus this, these are exceptionally good value. So call tick. Latency gets another tick. So if you're watching video, no problem. You can enter a low latency mode. So if you want to play some games, you can enter that. I will say the low latency mode with gaming isn't perfect, but there isn't many Bluetooth headsets I've come across that gives you that perfect latency-free Bluetooth gaming. Really, you need a USB or wired mic for gaming. That's why there's so many of them. Or you spend a fortune on gear. Second, let's talk about the actual sound quality itself. So these surprised me because often to make a cheap priced headphone sound cheap, they'll just give you a really heavy V-shaped sound. So people put them in and think, oh wow, that bass is amazing, these are great. But no, there's actually more to the sound. There's bass, there's treble, there's mid-range, there's soundstage, the timbre of how the actual quality of the actual overall audio. These are the tracks that are used. And they're the same tracks I use no matter what review I'm doing. They're just like the core tracks. I listen to others, but I always make sure these are the ones that I've actually listened to, because then I grade them in my little blue book that I have, so I can go back and actually have notes to refer to. So the bass is deep, it's impactful. The mid-range, surprisingly good, very clear, and had a nice treble. It's slightly bright, but not too bright, but very clear. So actually what I was discovering is that it was producing quite a reasonably semi-balanced sound signature, which was good, but still with that punch. And I actually really like these. I think for a budget headphone, these are close, I really like these. So as a budget headphone, these are my favourite budget price headphone versus the price. Utterly astonishing. Soundstage, obviously being plugged in, isn't the widest, but you did get some sense of space. If I was listening to pop, rock, jazz, and that's the thing I found, because that has a semi-balanced sound signature, I could listen to quite a variety of genres comfortably. So I think if you have these, you'll be very impressed. And if you have any more questions, don't forget to ask them below. This is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Take care, guys. Bye for now.